right. Well, welcome, guys. So I have never done a group style game plan call. So this is all new. I'm going to mute some of you guys so we don't have any background noise here. I am recording it for others that want to jump on. But I thought this would be a good idea just to kind of give you in the eyes of what I do every month for my personal business and my team business. And how I plan my month out, because I have been in this business long enough and I know myself and I know people, if I want to know them or not. No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. But if we don't plan things out, we are, at least me, I'm never going to do it. And I will be here on the last week scraping and be like, oh my gosh, I got to get my, 9 PCs and all of that. So what it is, it's a lot of planning out what you're going to do at the beginning of the month. So I'm glad that we're doing this game plan call. Usually I do these calls individually. So if you have a team and you want to do these calls individually, or if you want to do it like this, but on a one-on-one basis, you can really kind of pick where they're at and what they want to do more in a detailed way than what this is going to be. So I asked you guys to kind of look back at your previous month of March and look at, were you happy with the results that you did? Were you happy with the actions that you did with your business? You will know pretty fast if you're happy with the month or not happy with the month. And you look at, what do I want to change? Okay, because you guys know that you're the only one that can change it, and you're the only one that can make it better and what you really want. So I don't want to go around the room and kind of ask what your goals were and if you met them and stuff like that. But what I want to do now is, looking back is part of the process of what I do every single month. I look back and say, okay, who made their goals happen? Did I make my goal happen? I have a whiteboard here in my office. I have a list of probably 10 names of people that told me they wanted to reach these goals. I helped them and coached them reach these goals. Did that happen? Was it a successful month? Was there anything we could have done differently? I'm looking and analyzing the past to get only better for what my future month is going to be, or my months ahead. So I look at that first, and I kind of asked you guys to do that before, and then I try to beat what I did last month, okay? I want to just continue to grow in this business, so I try to always do better in both my personal business and in my team business. So obviously, first things first, we have this new contest for the Masters of the Mundane team, and it is to pretty much front load our business up until the first 15 days. And I love this. With or without Nashville, we're doing this because Nashville's coming up, and we know that when conference comes, you're busy and you got a lot of stuff going on at conference. You're trying to soak up all of that, which totally want you to, but your personal business can kind of go to the wayside. So with this idea, it is front loading the front of the month and the beginning of the month, so you can have your goals met by the 15th of the month. And how amazing would that feel? Not only would you be in a contest for $491 cash, a chance of winning that, but you would also have your goals met of what you wanted to achieve by the 15th. And then anything added on to the end of the month is all bonus. So definitely and think about that as a goal for the 15th, okay? Every single month. So if you're wanting to get 3 or free, if you're wanting to get 6 PCs, if you're wanting to get 9 PCs, if you want a certain volume in PSC for the personal sales commissions, like I have a personal volume if I want to hit 3,000. I want to get to that 15% goal. So, I have these goals, and every single month I write out 2 business goals that I want to see happen. And the business goals in the beginning are very big. Like, I want to hit 3,000 in volume. But how am I going to hit 3,000 in volume, my personal volume? How am I going to get there? So then it goes into mapping it out and mapping my month out. Okay, so I look at my customers and anything that I can do to, if you think about it this way, people love our products, okay? What's to say they wouldn't love our business? What's to say they're taking EHT, but they wouldn't love our probiotic? Okay, so they are already sold into our products. Okay, so that's who I start with. How can I get them to want and need more products? How can I get them to think about the business side of it? So if I've never said it to them, maybe they're a new customer, a couple months in, I'm going to start saying, hey, do you want to try to get free product this month? That's an easy party that they can do, or easy way of just letting them know, let's get 3 customers. And they're like, what? I didn't know I could get 3 customers and get free product. Yeah, you can do that. And I take my inventory and I give it to them. And then once they have a successful party, I'm going to say, hey, you can get paid on this. These are your friends. You might as well get paid on them. And I'll start kind of dripping on the business. If they are longtime customers of the firm or EHT, a lot of longtime customers of the wellness products because they have to continue to use them. I have longtime customers for, not longtime, but like people that religiously buy 2 packs of Sleep Chews every single month. Okay, well, our Nearing gives back this month in the US, and I'm not sure about Australia and such, but it's the travel size bottles. Well, I went into Nearing Gives Back today and I ordered 5. I had 130 in Neora Gives Back points. So I ordered 5 of those. I'm definitely going to use those to grow my business. And that's what Neora Gives Back is all about. We're supposed to use that sampling process to grow our business. We're supposed to use these products to grow them. So I will literally give those to my customers, like this gal that spends 2 Sleep Chews every month, consistent. I'm going to give her these bottles. Thank you for your business. I'm going to have, I've had customer appreciation parties, especially if you have new brand partners. I noticed today when I was looking in the reports, there are a crap ton of new BPs with a lot of volume and customers. I'm like, oh my gosh, like these people have not even been in a month. These people haven't been in for 6 months. And those people need to have a PCC, which is awesome for anybody to have. But when you take your customers and you kind of share with them different information that they might not even know about, they might not even know they can get free product. And a lot of people that are brand new, they don't know how to coach these PCs to knowing about getting free products. So this PCC or customer appreciation party is the way to do that. And it's having an expert do it all for them. So that's going to help grow their business. So then once I look at what I want to achieve, I look at how I'm going to break it down and do activities. So I don't know about you. First of all, if you have putting it out in the universe and saying what you want. And I know you guys think some people might think it's awesome because they do it. And some people might think it's crazy because they don't do it and they've never done it. But there is so much to be said about placing your mind at where you want it to be. It is all in your brain. I cannot say it enough that everything that you have happen is all of if you believed it or if you didn't believe it. So saying to yourself, I am, a lot of I am statements, but I am going to have 3,000 in volume. So you always start it with I am, not I am going to, but I am, I have it. And it's visualizing yourself already there. And you guys know this. But so many people, like we know these dream boards and we do these dream boards, but are you really putting in your mind that's going to happen? There's no doubt in my mind that's going to happen. Is that really happening? Is that what you're really saying? So putting your goals out there at the beginning of the month and saying, I will have 9 PCs by the 15th. Done. Make it happen. So how do we make it happen? I personally use a tracker. I cannot do my business without a tracker because I've done it without my tracker and I don't do my personal business. I get wrapped up into the team's business. So I still have to have a personal business too. I still get personal customers. I still get brand partners. And so I track everything. And I track new exposures. And so for me, I've been in this business for 5 years and a lot of you guys might relate. I kind of grew out of my warm market in about probably a year to a year and a half of being in this business. So the whole time since I've been in this business, since then, it has been all new people. So I will look at my month and I will try to find different ways of building new relationships. So the past couple brand partners that I've had, it's all been off of either networking groups or social media. So I will continue to pour myself into women's groups, and you can find women networking groups just on social media. You don't even have to go anywhere. So people are like, well, I don't have any time to do them. You can literally find every single little group that you want to have in common with people and add yourself and build relationships. So my daughter had a disability about a year ago. I added myself, and this was actually because I really needed like a lot of advice from these mommies who have been there before. But I have grown so many relationships from these groups, and that's just because we have something in common. And that's where it all starts. So if my husband loved games. If you love I'm just trying to think of anything random and things that you love to do, find groups for it. Start building relationships, add them as friends. Meet new people. So I went to, I don't know if you guys have the Nextdoor app, but I had a brand partner just recently sign up a couple months ago from the Nextdoor app. I put out there, hey, anybody looking for a job, unlimited income, work your own hours, work from home. But we do have insurance, by the way. So I put insurance on there and different things. Well, I had so many people contact me about looking for a job, and I ended up getting the brand partner from it. We have a really big mommies group, and even if you live in a small town and maybe you know like everyone in your town, you think, go add a mommies group with a town right beside you, or like a city that's bigger right beside you. And I went on today because I noticed on my tracker that I had not done too many exposures this week. So I'm like, okay, I need to get out there. I need to go find people. So I went on our group called Indie Moms, and I searched jobs, and like all of these mommies were looking for jobs. Well, of course, I contacted like 10 of them, and all I said was, hi, Jesse. I saw your post on Indie Moms about a job. My company is always hiring, and I work from home, so lots of time with the babies. Let me know if you'd want to know more information. Well, I had 3 people write me back tonight. Yes, definitely. And that's when I kind of just share the different business that we have. And it's very simple. And if you guys want the wording, I can totally give it to you. But, finding new ways. It's all about finding new ways of meeting new people, and, using social media to our benefit. And then anything that you do in your day, like your job or your kid's school or your husband's friends, whatever, always wishing them happy birthday, always adding them on Facebook, always building those connections, commenting on people's posts. That all matters in the social media world. And then just, building those relationships. I mean, that's what it's all about. Let me see what else I have here. The firm, for you guys that don't know, it's going to be back for sale next week. So put your wait list together, get your orders. If people say they want it, get your orders, make it happen, or put it already in your credit card to get their order. So then when it goes on sale again, you have it all. Another thing that I do is obviously I plan parties for my team. I plan where they're going to be at, and I even plan out where my customers are going to be at. So a lot of people, if you don't know, you can actually go into your report center and go to your customers and click at the top and see all your customers that are running for that month already that's scheduled. So I plan that out, and I'm like, okay, I have my 9 customers. How much more volume am I going to have? How much more volume do I need? How much more activity is that going to happen? You guys know the activity. If you have a problem doing the activity, that is why this tracker is my lifesaver. Because again, you look at it like today, like this was last month. Was it this is February, but it doesn't matter. They all look the same. So like this was my whole month last month, and there's spots that are empty, weeks that I didn't have the best, like the 4th week, I had 4 people that I talked to. I always do awesome with my follow-ups. And that's another thing that this tracker does great with, is that you look and see who you sampled and who you've talked to the week before or the week prior, and it's your whole month at a glance of who you're working with. And then I put a list of brand partners that are Class A prospects, who is interested in the business. And I have 5 of them right now that I've been talking to, and I'm always sending them to the next stage. I'm sending, if some of them haven't sampled or used our products, they want the business, I'm going to get them a sample. I'm going to have a one-on-one coffee with them. I'm going to, because a lot of people are on social media. I mean, I think there's like 2 or 3 people that I actually met from different avenues, and they don't know who I am. We haven't met face to face. So of course I want to meet them face to face. They live in this market. I want to share our products, share the business, all of that. But I take them to the different, different tools, the videos, the sampling, getting them to an event, trying to take them to the next tool. And the 3-way calls are the best of the best that you need to get people on 3-way calls. All you need to say is, hey, I know you're interested in the business. Instead of going back and forth, let's just get someone on the phone that's been in the business a little bit longer and can, talk to you more in detail with the questions that you have. Super easy. If you have someone that is like in the same like lifestyle or the same situation as them, definitely can get them. But it's just getting them on the phone and letting them hear from someone else that has more experience, or just can give that third-party validation of, this is legit. Give it a try, give it a try, see what happens. And so that's kind of like, we're going to get double trip volume. So getting VPs in, and we're also going to get volume for all PCs that we bring in this month. So all new PCs we bring in too, we're getting trip volume. So keeping those things in mind before we head to Nashville. And if you have not, and you're still thinking, okay, maybe I can drive down to Nashville, maybe I can make this happen, I'm telling you, you have to make it happen. It is a game changer for your business. I posted in Masters of the Mundane a video, a 20-minute video from Erin Hall. I posted it today. Her life completely changed after going to conference. So if you're serious about this business, if you are serious about not even making this a full-time income, but if you're serious about making some money and having a good time, you need to get to conference. I would love. I honestly, I love conference because I get to see all you guys, and it's just a complete uplifting experience that makes my head right in getting back to business with this company. So does anybody have any questions, any thoughts, how maybe you plan your month that you might want help with? Your questions will help everyone else, so ask away if you have any. Anybody?
Will you send the wording that you use for the Nextdoor app? Because I actually just created a neighborhood in my neighborhood because there was not one. And so I'm starting to meet my neighbors after being here for over a year because of that. So awesome.
Yeah, Nextdoor app is great. I will definitely find it and just put it in the monthly accountability group and just kind of the little verbiage that I had said. And I'll also put the one in of what I said to my mommy groups when I search for people that want jobs.
And do you have an electronic copy of that tracker too for people that?
Yeah, the tracker, I actually just tagged someone in it, so it might be popped up on Masters, but it just said something about a 90-day tracker. It's in the files section of Masters.
Okay.
Another thing, any countries that we're in and opening in, there's all kinds of groups for that. You can friend people and start relationships that way on social media and talk to them about their company or their country opening, or it is open, share information about it. So there really is a gazillion ways on social media you can work this business. It's crazy. When they say all you have to have is a phone, you really do. I mean, you can.
And I think the important piece to remember with all of that, with a lot of this relationship building and all these new that you're talking about, and then especially talking about new countries and stuff, is it really is so much about the relationship building and the like consistency and the follow up and all of that. So, you know, I think sometimes people like, yeah, maybe join a group and then they don't have, you know, anything come from, you know, maybe reaching out to a couple people or whatever, and they think, oh, it's not going to work. But it really is just the consistency. And I mean, yeah, the majority of people that you interact with might not become a brand partner, but it only takes, you know, that one person
Yes.
somewhere. So yeah, just remember.
And, you know, I put out on Nextdoor too, like play dates with different people I've done. Yeah, again, just building those relationships through using, you know, different tools online. So I'm not saying this is just ideas that I do because I've been in the business for so long. But of course, if you are brand new and you're just starting this business, you want to talk to your friends and family. Like that is, I talked to my friends and family for a year and a half before I was like, okay, I have to find new ways to meet people. I have to talk, you know, meet my neighbors, have play dates with mommies, do other things that I enjoy to do anyway, and kind of build those relationships with people. So, oh, we have some questions. Hold on.
Yeah. Amber says how, did you pull them up?
Yeah, how to create urgency with joining or buying products. Good question, Amber. So when I am trying to get people to buy products, you guys know some of the verbiage that we can say is, hey, I'm putting in orders tonight, a bulk order tonight, I can put yours in too. That's how I kind of like, I continue to talk to people and say, are you ready? That kind of thing. And then at the end of the month, if I'm trying to meet goals, I will throw out a $5 Starbucks gift card. I will throw out a eye patch. I will throw out something for, you know, to kind of solidify. But a lot of times, honestly, majority of the time, like you only need about 5 different things to place an order. You need their name, which you have more than likely. You need their address, their phone number, their email address, and their credit card. So if you can remember those 5 things, you just type that out and say, hey, I just need this, and that's it. There was actually a flyer circulating like 2 years ago that was all pretty and was like, all I need is this. And it was just like a flyer that they text to people. And then how to create urgency when joining the business. That's a hard one. If anybody has any pointers, we would love to hear it. But a lot of times when joining the business, it is in their timing. And if it's a no, it's a no for now. And it's continuously just dripping on them. And honestly, when I get down to the point of about 60 days talking to these people, I'm going to eventually just ask them, hey, what's keeping you from doing this with me? You know, what you said you wanted money, you said you wanted to stay home, or you said you wanted free product, whatever. What's keeping you? Do you have any questions? And then I immediately am like, I don't want to keep bugging you. I don't want to keep bugging you. If this is the timing for you, let's do it. If not, you know, I'll talk to you in a couple months, because I don't want to be a nag. I need to move on. I got, you know, we got to keep going on. And that is like the mind mentality that you have to have, is that it's just not their time now. And you need to write their name down and you need to follow up with them, of course, but don't count it as a no. Just, it's not right now. It's a no for now. Lou says the trip volume promo is a great incentive to get on board this month. Yes. Are you talking about to get brand partners on board?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
So you guys have the April Accelerator as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just say, look, hey, awesome incentive this month. Do you want a free trip? Want to earn a free trip? It's only happening this month, because we don't know if the trip volume in promo is going to disappear in May.
Yep.
So look, it's on this month. Every single customer that you get will go towards your trip volume. So I can show you how to do that. If you're interested in this free trip, let's go for it.
Yep. I love that. That is awesome, because we don't know. We have not started the trip run yet, and we don't know where the trip is or when it is. So really anybody can try to get a free trip right now. So that is an awesome incentive. Good point. Do PPs this month get a conference ticket? No. That they have not announced that. They only said for February and March, and that's what we're going with. There are going to be a ton of people that have free, cheap tickets though. So
Yeah, so if that's the deal, if you have a brand new BP that wants a conference ticket, we will get them a conference ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, because you want that new brand partner to feel the energy and see this culture and learn, obviously, too. So if you do have a brand partner, just go ahead and throw in that conference ticket. We'll make that work.
Yeah.
Lou, I can't hear you if you're talking. Oh, there you go.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Do you guys invite customers and customers and prospects to your conference?
Not usually. It's not a bad idea. It's definitely fun. And I mean, I really haven't. Have you, Nikki, heard or seen anybody in the past ever bring prospects? It's not a bad idea, but it's not like a market party style of like educating on the business and stuff like that. It's really would just show them the culture and show them the possibilities and energy and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I know a handful of people have. I mean, I've seen a few people ask in the group or, invite a friend or somebody who's not actually in the business to come along with them. But yeah, I don't think it's something done regularly. And it could be it would be amazing for them to see the culture and hear the stuff firsthand. But also, it could potentially be, it could vary by the person because it could be also a little overwhelming.
Yeah. Now we have had many prospects that were not in the business come on the free trips. And that's a great idea. So they're like, oh, wow. Okay. This is cool. These people are cool and not crazies. Or maybe we are a little bit.
That was kind of what made me realize that I could do it. Was the first trip that I went on where I wasn't an NMD, but I was there with a lot of NMDs. And I was like, oh, wow, these people are totally normal. And like, if these people can do this business, surely I can.
I know, right? Mine too. I was like a ED, I think, and Shallon was an R&D, and I was like, oh my gosh, I never want to miss another trip. They're so amazing. So any other questions, thoughts, anything that you guys do that has been successful lately? I'd love to hear it.
I have a thought. So with regards to follow-ups, sometimes obviously follow-up is really, really, really important. That's the main thing in our business, is following up with people. And, most people get to maybe 1, 2 or 3 follow-ups and then they go, oh, that person's not interested. So I'll just leave it and they forget about them. Well, I've been doing a bit of PD regarding follow-ups and stuff. And so what you've got to do is flip your mindset around that. And though you're not following up with them with the mindset that you want to fail, you're following up with them to see if they're open, and they might be in that buying stage. So people go up and down in buying stages. Sometimes you might not be in the mindset to buy a new pair of shoes, but next week you might be okay to do that. So you've got to get those people and consistently follow up with those people. And at some point they might be, oh, you know what, I'm going to give this a go. So just have a follow up with people, but be okay if they ignore you, and be okay if they say no. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We have something to offer them. We're not hassling them unless they're rude. And if they're rude, you don't want them in your business anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a mindset thing where I'm just going to follow up with people. And if they ignore me, it doesn't matter. And do it 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9 times. I know that Puya followed up with an NMD here, Rachel Riddell, 9 times. First time that he followed up with her, she said absolutely not interested. And he followed up with her 9 times in 2 weeks. And he caught her in that cycle where she was just like, oh, okay. So
it works. And yep, follow up is definitely key. And honestly, they're not what a mindset that I think of is like, they're not thinking of our products or our business all the time. Like we're thinking that we want them as a customer of a BP, like they're not thinking that way. So like, just continue to follow up with them and have that as a mindset of like, I'm not bugging them. They're just not thinking about it all the time. People get busy. You know how it is. It's like, I've been wanting a bathing suit for like literally 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm like, oh my gosh, today I bought 4 of them. I'm like, I will buy a bathing suit today, and if I don't like them, then I'm going to return them. You know how bathing suits are online. Who knows if I'm going to like any of them. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people want this stuff. They just get to this buying cycle of like, okay, I need it today. Like now, I need that firm now. No, I'm joking. But you get the point.
It's true. That is exactly what happens.
I know. It's like, all right, I'm tired of thinking about it over and over. Okay, any other things that we want to chat about or any other thoughts? Hopefully this was helpful. Like I said, this was first game plan call, but I definitely, if you have, if you want to talk to myself or your upline leader or someone that can go with you in detail about where you want to be and map it out specifically, I definitely think that's a good idea. But this is going to be kind of just a general idea of how you can kind of plan your month to make things happen. So good luck, guys, this month. And for all you guys that are going to Nashville, I will see you in a couple weeks. I know, Lou. One day, dude. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye.